Okay, so the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to give her a good comb with a wide tooth comb. I'm going to comb her out really good to try to get any of the tangles that are here out of her. The next thing I'm going to do is I'm using a little thing that I made up, and it is fabric softener and water, about a 50-50 combination, and I'm going to spray her down real good with this. Now, don't do your expensive wigs this way. Don't do it. I'm going to do it to her because, you know, the wig is not an expensive wig, and if I mess this wig up, it's not the end of the world. But I'm going to spray her down good with this. This will detangle some of these tangles because she's tangled up almost immediately after I did this. So I'm going to, it kind of cuts down on some of the flyaway hair too. So let's just get started with this. Now that I've got her sprayed down really good with the fabric softener, I'm just going to take some length off of this wig. I'm not going to be real particular right now about how the ends are tapered or anything. I just got to get some of this length off so that I can do something with this wig. So let me get started on that. Hang on, guys. Got a hair right here and just cut it. Take this down and work on this. The process that I use is different if it is a straight wig, but I'm going to leave the curl in this wig because I like it. So I'm just kind of whacking it, and you can do that with a curlier wavy wig. It doesn't have to be precise. It doesn't have to be perfect. I'm going to taper the ends down with thinning shears anyway. So let's take all this out. Something that is a little more manageable, and I have a garbage can full of hair. Cheap wigs will fight you with tooth and nail from getting thinned, but that's okay. You just have to be a little bit more patient with them. I'm going to take this much, take my thinning shears, and I'm going to go right here and cut. I'm going to wiggle them down, go about right here, make another cut, go here and make another cut, and pull it on down to the end. And then just pull the hair off. And I'm going to do another little section right back here. Just keep your sections, you know, on the small side, all the way up. Cut, down, cut, down, cut. And then pull it off. Now, if this were a better wig, your scissors would slide through a lot easier because the fibers are silkier. But with this type of wig, you're not going to be able to do that because this wig is long, and this wig is just, you know, this wig is fighting me every step of the way here. So that's how you want to thin out the sides. Don't ever thin from the top. You'll have flyaways. And even though I've thinned 2 times on this wig, it's still a lot of hair, but it feels a lot better than it did. So it's a lot easier to manage if you take out some hair. And I'm going to work my way around the wig and do this same thing I just did all the way around. gonna go back with my scissors and I'm gonna get any loose ends that are on this wig. So there's a lot of, I'm just gonna even it up. But that's okay. That's okay if you see something like that, because your hair is all different lengths. Just get your thinning shears, get in there and thin it out. And that's what we're going to do first. We're going to thin out that tendril area. Then we're going to go in with the razor. And we're going to start up here and we're going to just kind of take out some more hair right here around the sides. Now that's a little short one, so we're going to taper that off just a bit. Do that one. And you've got some little tendrils around the face that's going to look good. Now, and you've kind of got the ends the way that you want everything. If you want to trim it back to go at a, angle, you can. I'm not going to do that to this one because I feel like just cutting the tendrils was enough. The next thing I'm going to do is I am going to take out, I'm going to widen this part. And I'm going to see if I can redirect this hair just a little bit off the center. So I'm going to turn on my steamer and I'm going to see if I can steam some of this hair. The steamer is not only laying this down here at the part, it's also serving to flatten down some of the bumpiness in the wig. So if your wig looks a little bumpy on top where the part is, you can lay it down with the steamer and it really helps. Now this is just redirecting the hair to make the part a little more off center. I really like a more off center part. I don't really look good in parted down the middle, but I'll probably be wearing this wig all the time with a head wrap, so I don't know that it's going to really matter much. So now you're going to have something once you're done that looks pretty much like that. Once you have your part where you kind of want it to be, and my advice is don't get it too straight. You don't want it too straight because your part in your hair is not too straight. But go in with tweezers or with just your fingers and let's widen this part just a little bit because it's a little tight. So just go in, take a little bit of hair, pluck it out. I mean, you're really wanting to get only like 1 or 2 hairs. Pluck it. You know, if I wanted to get really, if this was an expensive wig, I would absolutely be using, you know, tweezers to do this. But on these cheap wigs with so much hair, it's not going to matter if you get more than one or two. Now, that's going to give you a wider part that looks a little bit more natural. I'm going to pluck a few of these over on this other side. And then I'm going to leave it. I'm just doing that here kind of at the hairline. And then I'm just plucking a few. I'm not doing much. I'm not plucking much. I'm just kind of doing it like that. That makes the wig look a little more realistic. Now, I did cut a lot of the lace off this wig because the lace is dark, and I just didn't want that. So now you've got two options. This wig is actually got a part. I don't know what you would call this part. I don't know. I don't know if it's not mono, but it's not a sewn in part actually either. So you're going to want to do something with that to make it a little bit more like your skin tone. So I'm going to get a little bit of concealer. There you go. Now, this needs to be plucked just a little bit more down here at the hairline. So I'm going to pluck a few more little hairs out right here. This wig, for some reason, just is a tangly mess. And you're going to find that with a lot of your Amazon wigs. You're going to have a tangled mess with these wigs. So, I mean, it's going to make a mess no matter what you do. I mean, I've got hair all over the floor, and I have this much in my basket of hair that I've taken off of this wig. Part right there. And I am pretty much done with this wig. Now, let's do a style on this wig, and let's see what we can do with her now that we've got her trimmed up and she is in some type of order that we can do something with her. I'm going to hit her with just a little bit of steam all over to kind of just give her a little bit of more life. So bear with me while I steam her just a little bit all the way around. And I say a little bit, I mean just a fuzz, ladies. I'm going around her just, a little bit. Now, this wig is still, even though I've done all this cutting on this wig, it is still a lot of hair. So I'm going to go in and I will thin this wig out some more because it is just a lot. Now, you can see that this changes the look of this wig quite a bit with me doing the part and, just taking some of that length of hair off. Now, I may actually take this wig a little shorter. I may actually go to here with this wig. So, I might. But know that this wig does not have any permatease or anything like that in it. I do think the color on this wig is really, really pretty. And if you decide to get this wig, you are going to need something to detangle it. That's why I used this. Now, I think the wig would do well with a good soak in fabric softener or in wig conditioner. I really think that would help the looks of this wig a lot. So I'm going to have to work on this wig just a little bit more, but I didn't want this video to be 3 hours long. But I do kind of like the way the ends are a little ragged, and I left it that way on purpose so that it would look a little bit more realistic and not look so much like it was just blunt cut straight across the bottom. And that's the look that I wanted with this wig. I think this is a game changer, really, to be honest. I think the wig looks, to me, 100 times better than it did. So I am probably even going to go in shorter with this wig. I'm probably going to go ahead and take some more hair out of this wig and wear this as a regular wig instead of just an updo wig. May do that, and if I do, I'll try to make another video. Like I said, I did leave the ends really kind of scraggly because I wanted it to look more like real hair. And if you thin out your ends and make them and just kind of cut little piecey looks into it, it will make your wig look a little bit more realistic. I actually think I got one side longer than the other, so I'm gonna have to go in and fix that, y'all. Listen, you guys, I hope you all have a wonderful day. I love you guys. God bless you. Maranatha.